You're listening to AI Prism from Seoul Economic Daily.
Before you sign anything in Korea's property market. Seoul's zoning power is turning out to be the real master key behind any new housing supply. An 81-story tower is rising on the old Samsu Remicon site in Seongsu, backed by 608 billion won, about $418 million in public contribution. Bulgwang-dong's redevelopment is now locked in at 3,100 units after a two-level zoning upgrade. Knowledge industrial centers near 60% vacancy could soon open their doors to almost any tenant. And 4 in 10 Koreans now own land, with those 60 and older holding 2/3 of it. It's Thursday, July 30th. Let's look at what's happening in Korea's property market. The government wants Seoul's quasi-industrial districts, think Yeonggangpo and Guro, to help ease the capital's housing crunch. But those zones sit under Seoul City's own planning authority, not the central government's. That control includes the city's zoning ordinance and its district unit plans, both of which shape how much of any site actually gets built as housing. Here's what the numbers show. Seoul's 2024 ordinance let quasi-industrial floor area ratios climb from 250% to as high as 400%, but only if a site sets aside up to 50% of its land for industry once factory ratios pass 10%. The Samsu Remicon site cleared architectural review this week, unlocking an 81-story residential tower, a 53-story office complex, and about 403 apartment units. Bulgwang-dong's plan is now confirmed at 3,100 units, up to 29 stories, after Seoul upgraded the site's zoning by 2 full classes. Ruling party lawmakers are pushing to convert Knowledge Industrial Center tenant rules from a positive list to a negative list, targeting vacancy rates near 60% across the capital region. 39.4% of Koreans, 20.12 million people, now own land, and those 60 and older hold 67.1% of it, up from 63.1% just 3 years ago. So what does this mean for buyers weighing a purchase this year? Earlier, we said Seoul City holds the real keys to any quasi-industrial housing push. Here's what that means for you. Every project from Yeonggangpo to Guro still has to clear the city's own industrial land quotas first. If you're eyeing future inventory from Seongsu or Bulgwang-dong, plan for years, not months. And with land ownership concentrating further among Koreans 60 and older, well-located parcels near new transit lines will likely stay competitive. 3 things to watch. Whether Seoul City and the central government reach agreement on quasi-industrial zoning rules before the end of this year. The construction start date for the Samsu Remicon site targeted for next year ahead of a 2032 completion. And whether the Industrial Cluster Act amendment opening up knowledge industrial centers clears the National Assembly this session. That's today's AI Prism, Real Estate. This episode was produced with AI assistance based on Seoul Economic Daily reporting and reviewed by a human editor. AI Prism is a Won IFRA award-winning series. We'll be back tomorrow.
You've been listening to AI Prism from Seoul Economic Daily.